Welcome to Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we got the Gameking II. Now I tell you, I do a lot of research on these things when I'm looking to buy them because I'm trying to acquire systems that have unique titles and or features to which make them, not a variant of another system. So it's like, if you buy a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Advance SP, which I have two, both of, there's enough in the SP, I guess, with everything, but it's basically playing the same games with, that they're the same system, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So when I look for things, if I can pick something up, or I do pick something up that's, a variant, I include it in my collection, of course. I'm not crazy. I'm not going to just be like, that's a variant. I'm not adding that in, I don't do that kind of thing. But I'm not looking for different model numbers and different collector boxes and all that sort of thing. So with the Gameking, we did look at Gameking I, if you recall. And if you don't recall, this is what Gameking I looks like. Black and white screen, kind of has a Game Boy Advance look to it. Takes cartridges on the back, and had a pretty low resolution, but Timetop, who made it in Taiwan, or Hong Kong, I forget which, added, created lots of games for it and sold them, and they were probably relatively cheap, and it also had 3 built-in games. So then they came out with Gameking II, and now I have read about Gameking II, and what I had heard was that, it's just a different form factor. It's in this PSP style, as they like to say, case, but it adds nothing new. Now I had read that if you didn't have a game in it or something, that the splash screen or the background screen was in color, which I always thought was weird because all of the games would be in black and white. But I have seen no such screen here that's in color. It is a black and white LCD matrix, exactly the same as the one that's inside the regular Gameking. The only feature that it really adds is a backlight, which I'm sure is welcome, but the resolution was so low that, unless you're playing in the dark, you could have seen what was going on with this thing. We can turn it on. And if I turn on the backlight, it's going to get really washed out there. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit further. That's about as good as it's going to get. And it has the same games, Drifter, 2001, and Miner. They all work. Everything's fine there. Batteries are a little low. Little red lights blinking. There's trigger buttons on the left and right are just pieces of painted plastic. They don't do anything. You don't really even have a normal D-pad. It's kind of like 4 buttons there on the left. Mono sound, A, B, start and select. Don't have a manual. Maybe there is some way to get this thing to go into some sort of colored background screen, but let's be realistic. They're not going to waste their time putting a color LCD screen in this thing. And I think maybe it was probably just like a piece of cardboard or something that was over the screen, or when it was being advertised and people were like, wow, look at that, but it wasn't actually in color. It's just a black and white system. So in my book, this is what we call a variant. And, I'm including it in the collection. I have it. It's Gameking II. At least it's numbered right. We did look at the handy game, which could have been the Gameking IV, but it was called the handy game. And we looked at Gameking I, and now we've looked at Gameking II. What are we missing? That's right, Gameking III. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.